Hunt 'em Big with Steve Bartilla. Brought to you by
if you can believe it, this is the 8th year of Hunt 'em Big already. And I'm going on close to 30 years of doing this stuff, and I've been doing it now full time for over 20. Thank you. Sincerely, I'm not good at stuff like this, but honestly, whether you realize it or not, you all have allowed me to achieve dreams that I never ever even dared have. And it's all because for whatever reason you threw me on your shoulders and carried me to the dance, and wow, do I ever appreciate that. So I've been sitting here thinking, what can I do for the first episode of season 8 of Hunt 'em Big? You know what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about you and your season. And that's exactly what it is. If you're watching this, odds are pretty darn high that you are passionate about hunting. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but a lot of people have really strong feelings about everything these days. We've been convinced that we can cram these beliefs down any and everyone's throats, and that's 100% our right. This season belongs to you. Next season that you buy a license and you go out hunting belongs to you. Every season that you buy a license and you go out and hunt, that belongs to you and absolutely no one else. Do not give them your permission to make you feel bad about either shooting or not shooting an animal. That is 100% your choice. And that is so incredibly unfair for people to do junk like that. Mainly because, as I'm talking, I'm sitting on a very large property that I manage that is unlike ground that virtually anyone else ever hunts on. These deer do not understand hunting pressure. Okay, that's not real. Okay, at the same time, I hunt public land most every year as well. Completely different animal. And then there's everything in between. Okay, for me and people like me to sit here and tell you what you should and shouldn't hunt, what you should and shouldn't shoot, and that you shouldn't shoot that legal buck when you've got 1 weekend a year, you got 3 weekends a year, you got 4 months of the year. It don't matter. It belongs to you. You go ahead and you decide what you want to shoot. Do not let idiots like me tell you what to do, okay? Instead, this is your passion. You own this darn thing. You go out there, you ethically, legally hunt, you shoot what makes you happy. That is a legal animal, and if anybody's got an issue with it, you tell them to go pound sand, because it is absolutely none of their business whatsoever, and 9 times out of 10, what they're doing is they're projecting what they wish they would do onto you. Okay, your season, you own it. The only thing that matters is that at the end of the day, you come home safe, and that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you respect the person that's looking back at you. And you know what? If you're out there doing ethical hunting and you're shooting animals that make you happy, I'll be more than happy to bet on you liking the person that looks back at you in the mirror. Don't be that miserable cuss that sits there and believes that they have to do what everybody else tells them to do, and don't be that miserable cuss that goes out there and tells that kid that buck they shot, oh, would have been a nice one if you would have given it another year. Forget that stuff. Your season, you own it, make it yours.
Final thoughts, brought to you by Huntworth.
With each passing year, it seems like humanity has decided that we can cram whatever we believe down everybody else's throat, and that's 100% our right baloney. This is your season. You own it. It is your tag. They did not buy it for you. You go out there and ethically, legally hunt, and you shoot what makes you happy, and do not give those idiots your permission to impact how you feel about even that darn much.